Tasting like a boss. How you guys doing? I got Dustin here for a nighttime review, and we're reviewing a coffee from a company that we have not reviewed before, which is shocking to me because I could have sworn we had, but no, we had not. It is from a coffee shop of horrors. There's their little logo there, kind of neat. Got that little man-eating plant like Audrey from a Little Shop of Horrors, but it's in a coffee cup, and this flavor is Highlander Grogg. Not Highland Grogg. Highland Grogg is a bones flavor. Highlander Grogg. And the flavor is whiskey, butterscotch, and vanilla. Coffee Shop of Horrors, I've seen their stuff because they have them in Orlando studios, in the gift shops and things like that. This one actually was purchased at the Irish store. And we'll get to the price in a second because that was a little high at the store. But their graphics are horror themed, most of them. And they're a little more tough, rough-edged than, let's say, Bones. Again, I also think they use a lot of different artists, if I'm not mistaken, but they all have that harsher edge than Bones does. It's not as playful, but they're pretty cool images. I mean, that is pretty awesome. But I noticed that the bags they sell online and in the stores are 8-ounce bags. They don't have 12-ounce bags. Now, they have one bag, I think that's a 2-pound bag, and a 5-pound bag, which is, okay, that's a commitment, but maybe that's what you want. If you really like a flavor, know that you've got that option. They also sell them whole bean like this and ground. And on their website, they show a lot of different grounds that they'll do for you in case you know. Let's say you know that you're only going to use it for cold brew. They have a cold brew option. If you only use percolation, they have only percolation. I think they have one that's just for pour over. I mean, they've delineated the grinds. And for some of you out there who don't have a really good grinder or don't want to invest in a really good grinder that really differentiates between it, or if you just don't want to have the hassle of grinding a 5-pound bag, that's pretty cool service. So just know that. Now, price. This bag here is going to be massively expensive because I got it at Universal Studios at the Irish store, okay? This was $21 for an 8-ounce bag, guys. $21. So I really hold it up to high esteem, but I can't really blame the company, okay? At $21 for this bag, I'm paying $2.63 an ounce. Sorry, I have to reference a little cheat sheet I did. $2.63 an ounce. That's ridiculous. But you know what? Boss of Boss got it for me. We were celebrating the coming of the new year. That's great. And I'm glad that we got it because I'm really glad I'm able to do the review. But I went on their website to do a comparison, and obviously on their site, it's a lot cheaper. Still, you can't get a 12-ounce bag. You can get an 8-ounce bag unless you want to make a massive commitment. They also have 2-ounce bags too, I think, for some of them, which is kind of neat if you want to taste things. That's kind of too small of a bag as far as I'm concerned. But it comes to $13.99 on the website. I think if you order enough, you get free shipping, but that's $1.75 an ounce. That's not too bad. But by comparison, is that more expensive than, say, Bones? Yes. Bones sells 12-ounce bags, $15.99 online, so it's $1.33 an ounce. So you're looking at about a 40-cent differential per ounce. Might be important to you. And I will say this right now, for any of these coffees, but especially for Bones, if you've got a Publix by you, buy it at Publix, guys. If they have the flavor you want, stock up. Go ahead, because you know why? You're getting it for $16.59 right now. That's $1.38 an ounce. That's just 5 cents more an ounce than you would have gotten online, and there's no shipping. You just get to bring it home. So there you go. So am I excited about this company from Mount Verde, Florida? Yes, I am. So let's give it a sniff. Let's see what we got. And of course, it's a 3-way review. Again, if you hear screaming in the background, my family is learning to play Catan. We just learned how to play it. I like it. But they're taking it personal with each other. They're taking it personal. All right, we're gonna be tasting it in cold brew. We're gonna be tasting it in drip, and of course I put the Irish symbol up front because yes, I know Highlander is Scottish, but you know what? If I'm gonna keep it Celtic, I'm keeping it the right Celtic. I'm sorry, Scottish. I'm keeping it Irish. And here you go. We have it in espresso format. So let's give this a smell. You know it smells good because I already brewed it, but let's give it a smell. What you think, Dustin? With your big old tongue sticking out. It's very sharp in its smell. I didn't actually smell the bag. What's weird is there's a definite sharpness here. And again, this is whiskey, butterscotch, and vanilla. Yet I'm smelling what smells like cinnamon. Definitely can smell the vanilla. It almost smells like vanilla extract. Like, it almost smells like it has alcohol in it. I'm not saying it's a bad smell, but it's intense. And the thing is, I don't want you to think for any reason they're using artificial flavors. They pride themselves on using only natural flavoring and no animal products. So that sharpness there, I mean, I don't know what that comes from, but go right back in, because you would think it would be synthetic, but you're using a lot of whatever it is, because it's got some kick. I mean, it's almost hard to smell the coffee over the other scents you have here. So let's see if that's a good thing. Let's go for the cold brew. Here we go. Give it a smell. Give it a smell. Give it a smell. Not much of a smell because it's a cold brew. Been brewing for 24 hours. Tasting like a boss. Here we go. Been a long time since I've had Highlands Grogg, but I think I would like Highlands Grogg more than this. There's flavor here. But there's almost a dryness at the end, which I don't like. I feel like I'm having to hunt for flavors. Really thought this would have had more flavor given the smell from the bag, but it doesn't. And it has that dryness at the end. Not bitter, it's smooth. I don't want you to feel like it's bitter. But it feels earthy, but not in the way you would typically like. It feels earthy, like it feels almost like dryness in my mouth after I take a sip. I don't really like that. It's not horrible. It's just not, I don't think I'm gonna be using that for cold brew. So I'm hoping one of the other formats works better. So let's move to the drip. Tasting like a boss. Smelling first. Smells really good. All right, here we go. It works better in the drip. But you would think the flavor would be a little more pronounced. It's there. It's definitely there, a lot more than the cold brew. I don't want to feel like I'm being harsh on this coffee, but I mean, it's a good cup of coffee, but, you know, man, am I getting whiskey? Am I getting butterscotch and vanilla? I just don't feel like I am. So, I mean, if you're, that's a lot of money to spend for a cup of coffee that just doesn't really taste as advertised. And even then, I'm getting a little bit of dryness at the end. So again, I'm probably not going to be using it for drip. I don't use drip that much anyway. So let's move on to the espresso. And the espresso is always hard for a lot of these flavored coffees. So, you know, what are you going to do? All right, here we go. Espresso. The scent is heavenly on this, though. I mean, I'm getting the butterscotch. I'm getting the vanilla. I'm not getting the whiskey. Smells good. Let's see if it tastes good. Tasting like a boss. It's not that great. I wouldn't serve it to anybody. It's not rancid. It's not trashy or anything. It just has, it's too bright. It doesn't come down fast enough in that brightness. It borders on sour. So this is kind of a letdown. So for Highlander Grogg, for me, it's a no. It's a no. Maybe I'll try some of their other flavors though, because I want to give them a shot as a Florida company. But cold brew, no. Drip, no. Espresso, no. So until next time, hit like, subscribe, share. Maybe we'll have a better experience next time. And again, sorry to Coffee Shop of Horrors. Not trying to bash you. It's just not my thing. Until next time, from Dustin and I, keep tasting like a boss. Thanks so much.